Now I got to bump over here real quick. Get ready to kill the sound. And there it is. So how's everybody doing? Hey, back again. It's been another couple weeks, maybe a month. Things have been kind of crazy and busy and not busy at the same time, but I've been keeping myself busy if I haven't been busy. Had a little bit of change of work out on my own right now. Went to work with a big box store doing as a contractor, um, doing installs for them. So that's what I'm doing now. So my days are a little different, but that's good. So, anyways, my USB hub the other day took a crap a couple days ago, I think it was. Shit out on me. Thought it burned up the USB port on my laptop, but I tried the other USB port, then it quit working. Oh crap! But I was able to just repower this, cycle the laptop and everything there worked, thankfully. But yeah, I had to get a new USB port, so that's what I did. Bought that. Let me bring this over here. We'll do a quick little shot of it. Nothing too extravagant, but simple little powered USB port to handle the lights. Oh, speaking of, I guess I could turn those on a little bit. Not that I really have to. Too bad. Must have, darn, that's interesting. I wonder why my mic is going mute. I don't know. I might have leaned in enough and hit the buttons. So, anyways, yeah, that's right. Actually, go ahead and put this on that too. And they come through my headphones, and not that I need it. So, anyways, USB hub. We come here. I need to come into this camera. Right there's a little USB hub. You can see it. You can see my cursor right there. Little powered unit, 10 spots, 8C or 8A and or Bs, whatever USB 2s. And then the 2Cs. But yeah, nice little unit. Seems to be working quite fine for the moment. Let me get to this and come back to this. And then over the last couple of days, as you can see, the body is missing fronts. It's sitting a little funky. I've had issue with the front body post breaking, which I figured I was going to the way I had it mounted. It worked temporarily. And as you can see, what I've got actually going on here for a body mount is kind of whack. I took a Vanquish VRD or VS410, whatever. I believe that's what it was, off a SCX 10.2 Vanquish Builder's Kit, I think it was. Right here. It's basically a servo mount. Not exactly sure what it came up, but that's what I think I did. I mounted it, kind of put it into place through a couple bolts, and then just mounted real tall ones, so they were pretty flexible. So what I got to replace that is a set of Okay, I'm not sure why, but my mic keeps muting on me, and I seen it again. I didn't do anything. I haven't touched anything. Let me try a couple things here. All right, that didn't mute the mic. Flopping between cameras. Let's come back to this one and see if it does anything. No, that didn't mute the mic. Weird. Mic's going mute. I'm going to try to remember to watch for that and see what's going on. That's a different one. So anyways, you can see the backs are kind of bent up, but I think if I get the fronts nice and solid, that'll be good. And I don't know if you were hearing that, but got the Trio shock towers and this body post set. So I'm going to take these other things out. Let's see, I got those two posts and screws there. So I'm going to get that assembly off and out of the way. These two. Go ahead and flip back to the other camera. Oop. Been kind of raining on and off all day. Got the windows open so you can hear the rain and a little bit of wind flopping around. Let's see if I can come up with a better setup. Yeah, so far the hub seems to be doing all right. The last one I had, I guess it made it about a year. No name branded powered hub. This is a no name branded one. Too much more, or yeah, a little bit more than the other one I bought that failed on me. We'll see how long it lasts. It should do it. If it does a year for the money I paid, I guess it's all right. All right. So let's open up some package, yeah. So I see right there, I got to notice just when it looks like my mic has been unplugged. And it's not. Let me double check and get stuff off for a moment. Check. Check 1, 2. Hell. Huh. Let's take a peek. Still popping there. So yeah, I seen something popped up and so it looks like my mic's been unplugged, but it's not. So I'm gonna have to kind of watch that. All I got, it kind of says my mic's been unplugged, but then it goes to mute basically. Turns the audio function in StreamYard to mute. They've done quite a few upgrades lately, so maybe there's a little quirk somewhere along the mix. So let's see what we can do here. So these are actually going to run inside. Let's see what happens. Okay. It doesn't look like I won't get it as far up as I was hoping to. Not without removing this front servo mount, which I suppose I could do, and I could put a different front brace in there. Strengthen up the front end. Or considering I'm not going to be using this because as a crawler chassis, it's going to stay like this. I can just cut this thing up if I have to. Because it's really not even going to be a bumper setup. And I'd rather have aluminum than a plastic front piece in there. So let me see what I can do here. If I did that, I could actually come through the front and drill a hole and tap it. And then drill another hole. Of course, I could just go like this. Tap it like that. And that would open up the whole front end. If I did that, I'd really want to kind of go like this with it. I think. Just yeah, I think if I do something, I'll go like this with it. Of course, if I cut her straight down, that would make it pretty. Actually, let me see my gray marker. So if I cut that off like that, essentially lopping this part off, or both legs off. Go ahead and go back to this other camera here. Oop. Wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. Cutting these legs off here, and then just running this down and having it be across the front. I think that's the way to go. That gives me good rigidity back up front. I'll have to drill and tap a couple holes. That's easy enough to do. Like I say, this chassis will be on this rig until it goes and somebody else takes it off or leaves it on. So it's probably what I'll just end up doing. That'll make it a little bit easier in the end of the day. That ain't too bad. It all worked right around the thing there. Can I do that with this one? Not quite. The other one slipped around. Interesting. All right, so let's see. Let's see how I can do this. I do that there, then I can put these. I can definitely come up farther. And I can actually match those. Could match that. This one. So I'll be actually having to put holes no matter where I put this. Okay. Well, I'm fine with that. There went the mic again, but hub seems to be working all right. That was the main thing I wanted to do is check the hub out. Well, let's see. I don't know if I want to. I don't want to add a bend into that to make it any different there. No, that ain't gonna work either. Might have to move that shock to some spot and mount this thing up here. So I did that. That would actually mount, but that throws my thing way up. Of course, I could pull it up some. That straightens it up quite a bit and moves it up front. I guess. Let me try that. Give that a quick shot and see what happens. We'll go this way with it. I need a longer bolt, which means I gotta move the shock, which means it's gonna be a little bit more work than I wanted to make, but all right. So yeah, my big thing was to test the USB hub, lights and cameras, and the mic actually, the mic isn't even tied into that system. It's going through another small 4-port right into the computer. Maybe I can pass that. Let me do that. Next time it goes out on me, I'll actually take the small USB hub, the 4-port USB hub I have for the microphone side, and I'll take it out. Pull you out. And there were they seven. About the same length. Yeah. But what I need So I actually need a couple countersunks about 14 millimeters. I should have a couple somewhere. If not, I'll use buttons. Well, maybe I don't. That's actually fairly straight. You could always, let's say, pop another hole there in the front side. Let me see. Go right there. Actually, I got cleaner ones. Go ahead and replace them. Actually, I don't need that long a one for here, but I do need it to be long enough. That's too low. Actually, I guess it could work. And it's going to create a weak spot. All right. Be a little more involved than I was hoping, but that's all right. Make sure she's get in nice and solid and stays in place. So for that, wait and see if this thing pops off again, I guess. At least go that long. Okay. Actually work. Need to open it up a little bit, maybe. We don't have to be that long. Let's check in this box just to see. I think there was some countersunks I just don't want. I don't have enough to do that. At least a couple. So, a little bit of clearance here. Popped it right up. Probably because it wasn't locked in. A little bit more. Not quite. Needs a little more yet. Can make that work out good. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop you in. Not tight, but almost. Just a little snuggy so I know I can get it in the right spot. Or is it still too low? Yeah, still too low. Still got to come up some. Put it on the microphone. Rain stop, rooster starts. Ow. Okay. More straight one there. Let's try. I'll keep it kind of snug, so it's all right if it binds just a smidge. Not quite enough yet. Maybe, yeah. Okay. That will work. It's got to be the wrong one, though, because the angle. Less than that. little straighter, but not much. Okay. Run through both of them. It's either that or I shave that off. Man, that's why. Okay. Little trickier than I was hoping for. Might have to rethink how I'm going to mount this a little bit without re-drilling new holes completely. Which for the truck body, the whole 2 body post holes that are in there, I ain't worry about. I'll throw a ram charger from Proline on it and cover those holes up. Yeah, I'll think about it here. So I guess I'll have to try and check my mic again the next time, because I gotta get something to eat too. I'm hungry. I'm usually not on this time everybody else is on, so I'm letting them do their things. Not like I'm pulling anybody from them. I usually watch. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down. Things seem to be working here. Let me do this one. I wonder what microphone that is. Hello, hello. Could that be it? I think that's it. Showing me a different connection now. So let me see if I can take a little bit better look here. Comments, banners, people chat, media. Looks like that's it. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and pop out here and we'll go again. But yeah, I gotta rethink exactly what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna have to do some work, do some considerations, give it a thought, and then tackle this again. I gotta get some food though, because I'm hungry. For today, and I really haven't ate yet. But like I said, most of the reason doing the video real quick was actually to make sure the USB hub was working properly for that. And just at bare minimum, a simple update of what I got to do to this thing to get the body mounts fixed. So that's what I'll be doing. But I'm gonna go sign off. Thanks for hanging out, checking it out. Anybody that does, hit the like, share, subscribe. You subscribe to me, and when I notice it, I'll notice that it pops up a notification. I'll get over and subscribe back to your channel, especially smaller guys. Like myself, I've got 350 subs right now. I'm still far away from getting any kind of anything, and not like I got a lot of video hours anyway. But at any point, sub to me, I'll sub back. Thanks for hanging out. We'll holler at y'all later. Bye.